Welcome to one of the first editions of Heart Dream Tools. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, commenting, and exploring what's here and offered for you. Heart Dream Tools is a system that's here designed to help you liberate and sustainably live your heart dream. Let us move on without further ado. It's locked. It's not an easy thing to get into. Sacred. They say God speaks, never stops talking. You just have to be able to hear it and see it. The mysteries of the universe, they don't give themselves up effortlessly, do they now? How do the waves work? Wind and tide and that flow. It is a wave pattern, one that you can see, one slow enough that you can actually ride the surfboard on. Moving forward, seek and ye shall find is the nature of this talk. I'll make it as quick as I can for a subject that should never be taken quickly. Seek and ye shall find, a great master, Jesus Christ, once said. If you're a new student, understand, I teach from many different systems, religions, or sciences, or mysticisms, the occult, or the mainstream. Whatever it takes to help move us forward into our goals. Seek and ye shall find. Why is it important? And is it true? From my experience, it's absolutely true. And let's find out if it's true in your experience too. Has there been something you really wanted that you ended up getting? And has there been those things that you wanted and you didn't get? So let me tell you, share with you, if you may, and I may, share with you a quick story about me learning a martial art and doing something that was considered impossible by many locals in Thailand. I lived in Thailand for a couple of years, and one of the experiences when I was out there, I heard about Muay Borong, an ancient system of Thai martial art which included gigantic amounts of meditation and yoga-like exercise, stretching, relaxation, and consciousness. And I thought to myself, these are always the most powerful arts, the ones that require years and years to learn and humble you deeply and significantly in the process of growth and learning. And if you seek, you shall find. Well, I heard about the art and I started to ask around. And just about everyone I talked to had stories from, they'll never accept you, you're not Thai, to that doesn't exist anymore, to, oh, those are just fairy tales that never existed to begin with. I knew all three of those negations were false. So I prayed on it and felt a circle around my body and just sought, and eventually I found. It took me about 8 or 9 months to get into the school. I found the school within about 6 weeks. I guessed that in the whole country of Thailand, the easiest way to find it would be to go to Bangkok. And I did. And I knew that an art like that would probably be in a quiet studio somewhere, but some of the practitioners would be out in the parks on occasion. I went to the biggest park. I went on a Saturday and I went on a Sunday. I went on a Saturday and I talked to other martial artists, found out there is such a thing and that they won't accept me. And then I went out on Sunday to watch them train. And I watched from a very far distance for a long period of time. And I started to formulate, what can I do? Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be revealed. Knock on the door and it will open. So I sought, I found, I asked how to get in. I received an answer, and the answer was just hang out, get to know them at a distance, because if they reject you, you may never be able to get back in. But if you go in at the right way in the right time, and they say yes, and you behave well, you're in forever. It's all good. I went back to the island where I lived and took my time, perfected my own training, remembered a little bit of the movement that I had saw them do, and began to adjust myself, made some imitations of their movement a little bit, focused more on the art that I have years of experience with and been to China with and things like that. And just started to think about how I needed to act and how I needed to behave and what will happen. Will they challenge me? Will I challenge them? Will it be a friendly talk? Who knows how it can go sometimes. So about 6 months more went by, and I decided to actually approach the school and talk to them. And in that time, we talked and met them on several occasions, and within the course of a few weeks was accepted and was informed that I was their first white student that made it to work with the master in a beneficial way. But they had 1 or 2 white students before. They didn't last half a day or a day. And that I was their first accepted, properly and formally accepted white student, or Caucasian student, or Western student, however you'd like to put it. And the thing was, is I overcome a lot of adversity to be able to make that happen. Why is this important? Because Jesus Christ had said, and perhaps others, if you seek, you shall find. If you ask, it will be revealed. If you knock on the door, it will open. And you cannot seek with just a mere whim. You cannot ask so tentatively. And you cannot ask, seek, and knock. So when you knock, you have to be sincere and honest and humble. So my question to you is, what have you sought with sincere diligence and then got? Think about that now and really be proud of that and recognize that happened. Question is, did you know you can seek just about anything? Do you seek peace? Do you seek comfort? Do you seek fun? Do you seek joy? Do you seek wealth? Do you speak good wealth words to yourself, but do you seek spirituality? Do you seek love? These are the great questions to ask yourself. A lot of times we answer with, yeah, but if I went to my dream job, or went to my dream relationship, or went to get this dream item I wanted, I wouldn't be able to afford it. I wouldn't be able to navigate the energy or be accepted in. So we want to think about that. I was told, first off, the art doesn't exist. Second off, if it does, they'll never accept me. And then the third thing I said earlier, such as like, where am I going to find it, and who knows, stuff like that. Or, oh yeah, I wouldn't last. I'd get, I would fail out of the school. They wouldn't accept me. You'll never be able to find it. It's the most obscure art, you know, in the whole world, hidden in small little recesses out in the middle of the jungle of Thailand. You'll never find it. And those kinds of schools didn't have a lot of internet stuff and didn't have a lot of stuff. So you really had to, you know, ask around. And I asked around and everyone said, no, it's never going to happen. It doesn't exist. That's an old fairy tale from a long time ago. Or they tried to tell me that they already had the art and they can teach me, and they didn't have the art. They just had the regular stuff. They didn't have the true Moi Borong with the meditation and the Tai Chi-like, yoga-like power training and ground grappling and the whole experience. So I was up against something that was basically impossible. And it's not the first time that I've succeeded with the impossible. And it's not going to be the last time that you too can succeed with the impossible, or what everyone is telling you is impossible. So I want you to think about, if you could achieve anything, or you could be anything, or you could experience anything, what do you really want to seek? And what do you really want to ask that will be given? And where do you want to knock so they let you in? This is an important part of Heart Dream Tools. It's a supplemental idea of seeking ye shall find, knock and the door will be opened, ask and it will become revealed. Do not do so with just a whim, for whims, they blow away like whisks and whiskers just dropping off. It must be a sincere desire, a consistent thought and strong feeling, patience. We're talking about your heart, something you really want, something that's a part of you, something that you truly desire. And I don't want to hear about what you don't want and what you don't desire, or how it can't happen. I want you to think about what's very exciting, and yet something you're willing to live and you're willing to embrace, because that's practical. If you were to get the thing that you sought, will you really be it? Will you really live it? Ideas worth contemplating, because you can have the money, you can have the fun, you can get a healing, you can travel and explore, you can give the gifts to humanity, you can help empower and beautify our world. If you only seek, if you only ask, and if you only knock and attempt your way in with respect and honor, and with kindness and flexibility, and with consistency and persistency, with good timings. And there is a season to all things where we do not plant in the middle of a cold, icy winter. We wait till the brisk spring slightly warms, and then we plant our seed. Now, don't do this in the no pain, no gain way. Don't do that. But also don't hesitate and don't hold back. Respect the cycles, and yet progress. And if you can't progress in one way, such as physically at this moment, you can learn about what you want, you can investigate, you can calm yourself, you can empower yourself in certain ways that support where you'll be going soon enough. I am Kharami Sunato, and this has been another edition of Heart Dream Tools. Thank you.